The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So TCU's offense will have the football first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Houston's offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Now on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's talk for a second about Houston. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. At the 45, on his way. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They went 3-and-out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Back to throw. It's Wegman. Complete to the left. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did.
There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rushes on him. Flips it out on the screen. And the 35 is loose. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Gonna run it. It's Sanford. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Gets it out fast. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And the Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking for a gap. It's Connors. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Wegman. Here's the pressure. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sanford. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
At the 30.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First play of the period, first down here. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. On target over the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun to give to the back. And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was paid.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
17, TCU, 7.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely...
Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
Number 7.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
First down for the offense.
caught behind the line. It's Thomas. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football. He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's second and long. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Gets it out quickly. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And some room to work. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
That's caught. It's Payne. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on second down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Rutgers. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. To throw, it's Wegman. Under fire. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They start this third quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. The give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
A strike downfield. Strong, firm tackle.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Pulls it in, and they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a crease. It's Sanford. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Lining up for the PAT.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
TCU 21.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Hoover. Grabs it in the middle. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're setting up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Payne. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Begs to grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Horned Frogs looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's James. The Horned Frogs get the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they
Loose in the middle. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Trying to run it in. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Using the quick game. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And now they regain the lead.
I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
TCU.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Zings it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker is Payne. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. Quarterback gets the first down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Caught in the backfield. It's James. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And they're looking for a 4th quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
All right, offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can step up in this moment, find a way to get the ball into the end zone, and win you this game?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the block.